Welcome back to the Cartoon People podcast. Jesus Christ, this is what happens when you are sleep deprived. Luke, it has been a while since you were on.
Yeah,
So we're gonna open up with you. Kat's gonna join us soon. We don't exactly know what's going on with Zach because he's joined and disconnected 3 times now.
yeah,
I can't even keep count at that point. So,
yep.
what do you want to open with?
Um, New shit coming out.
Mm.
Um, Apparently there's something about Halo Infinite this Friday.
Yes, there is a flight happening.
Ah,
That's going to be going, I think, for 2 weeks this time, rather than just the weekend. So
yeah,
what's happening with that is they are doing your typical 4v4,
yeah,
which is just normal, regular size team deathmatch. Or other people would know it as team deathmatch. I myself call it Slayer because that is what it is in Halo.
mm-hmm.
CTF, um, Bomb, Oddball, like all those
The
crazy
classic
game
game
modes.
modes.
Yeah. And then week two is going to be BTB, which is Big Team Battle. That is actually then going. I think they've upped the player count to 12v12 now.
Yeah,
I can't remember though. I'll have a quick look.
yeah.
Hang on, give me a second. Um.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, I've already got the Halo Waypoint website open. Um, where's that at? News? No. Games. Halo Infinite. Overview.
yeah.
I think that's where it's at. Uh, blog, I think. I think, it'll be, hang on. So, I don't even know. Fuck, mate, hang on. Okay, I need to go into
Yeah.
Opera GX's fucking settings.
Um, Fuck, what was it? There's a new Life is Strange game.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. It's not something that I would play personally,
yeah,
but it does look really good.
yeah,
It looks like a really good game. Just like even Life is Strange too. Like I watched Gaming Wins
yeah.
have a look at it, and he quite likes it. I'm not really into the whole um just like minimal control. I like to have full control. That's why I
Yeah,
play racing
I get
games,
that.
FPS, third person, all that
Yeah,
sort of thing. Um,
yeah.
I
I've
need. I'm
never.
just.
I've liked the look of it. Like it looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
They look like they have awesome stories. I watched
Mm,
someone, I think Jacksepticeye play the first game. I It was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched the second one and probably not gonna watch this one, but it does look like a good game.
It does. It
Yeah.
really does. God damn. Where the fuck is Force Dark Pages? There it is. Turn that off. Right. There we go. Now I can actually read it. Um, actually, I'll share the screen real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, share screen. Screen one. There we go. All right, so you should be able to see it now.
1 second. Yep.
All right, so this is just the. Oh, hey, God, that's going back to the reveal. Give me a second.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna change the screen. Actually, I'll just stop streaming for a second.
Yeah.
Um, okay. I'm just gonna have a quick look without doing it again. So,
Yeah.
I think it'll be the Inside Infinite one. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Um, just having a quick look. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I'll do a proper Google search. Hang on.
Yeah.
Um, Halo
Oh. Uh,
Infinite.
I also saw some new trailer footage for the new the Forest game.
Ah, okay.
Um, it looks very cool. It's confirmed you play as the son of the main guy. You play as Timmy from the first game,
Mm,
and in the trailer, you come in on a ship. No, not a ship. Helicopters with some like heavily armed dudes, like SWAT
mm,
team. They're pretty cool.
yeah.
And then there's one shot of them going into I think a cave or something, or just uh somewhere, and one of them gets taken by a fucking giant hand.
What the
Like
fuck?
it grabs his legs, but it is the size of him, and it just drags him away. And
Holy shit.
there's the cannibals from the first game.
Mm,
Um, the monsters, I mean, they've gotten crazy. There's one that has it's a pretty big one. It's got four legs, and it looks
mm,
relatively normal. The top half, but it's fucking crazy. Um, and in caves, there's cannibals, and those cannibals no longer have an eye, no longer have eyes nor noses, and I don't even know if they have a mouth, but they
what
look fucking
evolutionary
creepy.
chain did they go down?
Oh, it looks creepy as shit, and it's gonna be a
Because
fucking
like
awesome game.
if you don't have eyes and you live in a cave, you need a nose and ears. But if
You
you
don't
have no eyes or nose, then how the fuck are you gonna do anything?
they had you don't need a nose because you
I
nose
know
is
that you
just
don't
about smell.
need a nose.
But and you don't need eyes either if you've adapted to use
Yeah, I know
like
that.
to
Yeah,
rely
like
on
if
sound,
you've
like bats
yeah.
basically.
Well, bats can actually see perfectly fine. They just prefer to use echolocation.
Yeah.
And just reverting back to Infinite real quick, it is 12v12.
Ah, yes.
So 24 players in Halo Infinite for BTB.
Mm,
That is like just like because I'm used to the 8v8, which is 16 players.
yeah.
I am used to that. So the fact that they are adding like an extra four to each team is
Yeah.
kind of just like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. I reckon it's gonna be a really good game. I don't know if I'll
Oh
get
yeah.
it straight away or
Well, the
but
the thing with Infinite is that both campaign and multiplayer are launching on the exact same day. Multiplayer will be free,
yeah.
but with campaign, unfortunately, and this really fucking pisses me off, there's no co-op or campaign on launch. Every other Halo
Really.
game, I think maybe aside from Halo 5, have all had co-op campaign day one on launch.
Online co-op or
Both.
LAN co-op? Ah. Hmm.
Like, I think split screen is still okay, but I don't. I think PC isn't getting split
No,
screen
PC doesn't
until
get split screen.
campaign co-op comes,
Yeah. I
which
think
is a bit unfortunate.
yeah. I think it's more because there it's like it's a massive open world game. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
get it. I get not having it. Like that's like it's annoying, but it'll just take a bit
yeah.
of time.
Well, I think because I see it from both sides, right?
Yeah.
I'm no game developer. I've made games, but
Yeah.
I nothing like a AAA
Oh
game like
fuck no.
Halo or COD or anything
Uh,
like that. But I can see where they're coming from
yeah.
because games are really fucking hard to make.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a co-op game,
Mm.
like traditionally a co-op game. Um, and you just end up you expand the world so large that it ends up being an open world. So
Yeah.
all your levels are in one map.
Yeah.
The
And
thing is how are you going to implement something that is typically linear with
mm,
co-op? How are you going to get that to be open world?
yeah. There are games that have
Like
done
Far
it.
Cry 5 did it just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like the Far Cry games did it pretty well, but they had the teleport mechanic.
Yeah. Halo
And
the
for those of you that don't know what I'm on about, when I say teleport mechanic, I mean when player two or player one, or actually I think it's player two, gets too
yeah.
far away, they immediately go back to player one, or at least a few meters from them. So that's what I mean with the teleport mechanic.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know what it's actually called with Far Cry, but that's just what I call it
Yeah.
because you are teleporting.
It's like with the old Lego games.
Mm,
You could move away from another player, but you couldn't move too far. Like an invisible
yeah,
barrier would
I
stop
think
you.
you couldn't get off screen from the other player, right?
No, you could go a fair bit off screen,
Mm,
but it would like so when you were close together, it'd be one screen, and you'd just have your different characters. And then as soon
mm.
as one of you went further away, then the screen would halve,
Ah, yeah, I
uh,
gotcha.
and then it would follow. Then you'd keep going away, but then eventually it would just stop you. You wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to go any further.
I've played Lego Star Wars
Yeah.
Complete Saga
Then
on
it's probably
DS,
different.
so I didn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I miss my fucking DS, dude.
That was
That
great.
thing was amazing. It looks like shit when you look back, but everything when you look back looks like dog shit,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but hardware limitations. Can't exactly get around them when you're talking graphics and all that.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me to another point with modern games. When it comes to graphics and all that. See, I'm running a 1660 Super. That is a relatively old graphics card compared to a few of the ones that have come out recently, like the 3090, 3080,
Yeah.
and all that. The thing is that Modern Warfare, right? That is able to run just fine with my graphics card, but like it's on like the high end
Yeah.
for that.
Mhm.
But because like the newer Call of Duty games are so graphically intense, like it is so detailed now, and they just don't optimize it properly.
Yeah.
It ends up making your PC essentially like a low heat oven.
Yeah.
And like I remember I had my side panel, my glass side panel off my PC. I
Mhm.
stuck my hand in there once just to rest it on top of the barrier between the power supply and the graphics card. There's like a pretty sizable gap in there. You would have seen an image of it at some point.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I rested my hand on that and it wasn't too hot, but it was hot enough that it was uncomfortable.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
And I look at the game and I'm running it on potato graphics. Like it
Mm.
looks like absolute shit.
Wow.
And it is heating it up to like 80 degrees
Yeah. Think.
Celsius for American viewers.
Yeah. Like I try to keep my computer like any regardless. I try to keep my usage down to a minimum while still maintaining like a good
Yeah.
graphics.
That's
Um.
why I always set everything to load medium. And
Yeah.
if it's an older game like Halo, for example, something that came out back in
Mm.
2014, such as MCC, I have it medium to high.
Yeah.
Unless I'm streaming, then I have to set it to medium or low.
Yeah.
Um, but just like the fact that it's just like that though, like with
Mm,
Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare makes my PC hotter than Cold War does.
really?
Yeah, and Cold War is newer.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know which developer I prefer more, Treyarch or Infinity Ward. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a weird thing. Um, I actually did end up making that Cold War review. If people if that watch this channel and watch my channel, yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. Also, I got definitions of subjective opinion and objective opinion wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that in the description. I'm not re-uploading that. That was a
Yeah.
nightmare to get together. Just because like recently my mind has just been everywhere, as I
Yeah.
mentioned here
Yeah.
before
Good.
before we started recording. Just absolutely everywhere. Um, but anyway, so my next review is going to be Modern Warfare,
Mm-hmm.
but that's going to be played on PS4. Um, I did the exact same thing with Cold War, but like when Cold War had a free weekend, multiple actually, I um I was playing it on PC. Same with Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that I'm getting for reviews are either on PS4 if I don't have it on PC. If I have it on PC and PS4, it will just be on PC.
Yeah.
Like Titanfall 2 once I get round to that, which will be maybe a game or two after Modern
Yeah.
Warfare. So if you're a Titanfall 2 fan and you want to see that,
Hmm.
make sure you go and visit the channel because that is like it's a shit show and it's not exactly a review, it's more just um like talking about it really.
Yeah.
Is it kind of sad that I took like way too long to roll this?
Not really.
It's
Um.
like I've been too busy speaking at this point, just off on a tangent, and I've
Yeah.
had this unrolled in my hand the entire time.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
There's a new game coming out. It's called
Mm.
Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah. That's exactly what I did. Um.
Haven't they made enough of those?
Nah, it looks like a legitimate racing game. Like
I
a
remember when Forza decided to make a Hot Wheels pack. I still haven't gotten that DLC yet.
no.
I'm planning on getting them.
This looks like a legitimate um Hot Wheels game, like its own thing,
I mean,
and a
Track
proper
Attack
racing
was as
game.
well. Do you remember playing Track Attack on the DS?
No, I don't think I had it.
That was so much fun, man. I
Yeah.
remember playing it like a year or two ago on my DS when I got it back, and
Yep.
man, like for someone that hasn't played like a kid's arcade racing game
Mm.
for years, I had so much fun with it. Like I had way too much fun.
Yeah.
It's not the best game by any means, but it is good fun. If you like Nintendo DS games and you like Hot Wheels, play Track Attack. It is so much goddamn fun. But yeah, anything else that you wanted to bring up?
Um. Vaccines. Vaccination.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Um. Yeah. Everyone get just get vaccinated. It's much easier than not. It.
Yeah, I can't do it because needles.
Yeah, 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 that's fine. Like.
Mm. I was planning on getting my ingrown toenail removed,
Oh yeah.
and then I found out that I didn't need it removed,
Yeah.
but it was a valid option to do it.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I needed two big ass needles stuck into my toe.
Yeah, you'd need
So
they'd offer you a local anesthetic. Yeah.
one
Um.
to no, and another one to fucking reduce swelling
Yeah. Well,
from
once you
the local anesthetic.
yeah, but once
As
you
as you were saying,
yeah, but once you have the local anesthetic, like
it's not too bad.
you could just chill out.
Yeah, it's just the needle itself, man. Like when I
Yeah.
look at the needle, I don't want it there, but
Mm.
once it's in, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
get it.
like, please get it out as soon as you can.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not a big fan of needles, but like, I'm not. I don't care about needles. I just
I'm
don't
gonna
like to
have
look
to
at it.
get my fucking flu shot. Like there are like people our age that are catching the flu now,
Mm.
and they're fucking dropping like flies, and they have
Yeah.
and like they'll have like really good immune systems, like where
Yeah.
mine was before I became stupidly anorexic like I am now. Which, mind you, I am fixing that. For
Yes.
those that are a bit worried, I am fixing it. I'm getting onto it. Um, in fact, I'm changing a lot of things. I am putting down tobacco smoke, not so
Yeah.
much anything else, but tobacco
One step at a
is
time.
a big, yeah. Hmm?
Baby steps. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
definitely, especially when it comes to shit like this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how
Um.
long have we been going for?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow.
Oh, it feels like so much longer.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, so apparently, uh,
Mm.
DDLC is on PlayStation 5.
That's Doki Doki, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
Not something I would play.
No, I was at a mate's place and he played it. There's a bunch of us. He played it. We all played it. We voiced certain characters, each of us. It was fun, but the game is fucking weird, man. It is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it is not.
I think that's actually the whole point that they were going for. Like
Mm,
you can't like nothing is as it seems. I love games that are like that,
yeah,
but they have like I have such a short attention span. Like my ADHD has gone down a lot in recent years,
yeah.
but it is still there. I cannot sit still. Like that's why I like even though I have a cigarette in my
Mm,
hand right now, I'm moving my hand around.
yeah,
Like that's why I do it.
yeah. I get it. Yeah. There's a game Deathloop as well.
Apparently a bunch of people are ragging on about the developers of Deathloop
Mm,
and how it's going to ruin them. I'm sitting here like
was it?
I've never heard of these developers and like this is before the fucking game was even gonna come out that I saw this, and I'm just sitting here like it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Like it's in fucking like it's early, like it's an early release,
Mm,
but people that haven't even played the game are ragging on about it.
yeah. I think. Oh, there was a. It looks like. Definitely looks like a good game. It's a good concept. Definitely.
Yeah, that like I've
Um.
noticed that with a lot of new games that are coming out from like smaller developers, that like they
Yeah.
seem to have really good ideas, but they're just not executed particularly well.
Yeah.
And that's the like for me, that is essentially what Cold War was
Yeah.
when I was reviewing it. It didn't like because I've played like w- you obviously know I've played Black Ops 3 with you and Ryan.
Mhm.
Um, and while it was fun, while the campaign was fun,
Yeah.
it was just so confusing.
I didn't find it confusing personally. I found it
Mm.
more boring at a lot of parts. It was a
Oh,
good campaign,
definitely.
but there were a lot of parts where it's just a solid standstill.
Yeah.
Um,
I think there was also a glitch where one of the with one of the people that you fight alongside with, when their DNI was taken over, which is a direct neural interface, goes back
Yeah.
of your head, kind of like the neural interface from Halo.
Yeah.
If that, if anyone is a bit confused with that, I'm not gonna go into it, like the actual interface, because that is a whole can of worms that I will get completely wrong.
Yeah.
But all I'm gonna say is the neural interface in Halo, for Spartans at least, which Chief, Linda, all those Spartans and all that, it basically allows them to move the suit without really moving their muscle, if that makes sense. So they just have to think about moving.
Mm.
So yeah, that's all they have to do. Um, but with with captains of frigates and all that, so your ships and all that, they have it with like kill codes and all that for the ship.
Yeah.
That's all they have it for. So it's basically a stripped down version of the Spartans interface. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah.
Um, when one of the people, like the glitch that I'm talking about with this is there. Do you remember when you were in when you walk into a room and a bunch of CIA agents have their eyes gouged out, their noses cut off, and their ears cut off? Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You get a flashback, and the chick isn't even holding a knife, and she's just fucking stabbing.
Yeah.
Like she's just standing there, just blank expression, just like it's like such a robotic movement, and you're just
Mm.
like, what? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. The whole of the Black Ops 3 campaign, I like it was really good. I didn't finish it because it
Mm.
just got that I
Yeah,
just
just it
couldn't
got
finish it.
unbearably boring.
Like up until I think the the Sandcastle mission, I stopped
Is that
the mission
the
before it.
one where there's a bunch of shipping containers?
No, it's the one you get to fly around. You're in a plane or a VTOL and you get attack ship.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I have no idea what that one is. I was
Um,
playing it at my when I was in Victoria with my dad,
yeah, yeah,
or visiting my dad, and
yeah.
I ended up getting through like 90% of it.
Yeah, it's a quick campaign.
Yeah,
Like,
like I don't know how I managed to sit there and do it, but I think it was because we were taking turns.
yeah,
So it was like it was good fun watching my dad play it as well.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
um, Black Ops 3, not gonna do a review on that because I don't have it. Well,
Mm.
actually, my auntie's partner Danny has it, so I might
Oh,
be able to ask him if I can borrow the copy for a review and see if he says yes.
yeah, mm,
Hopefully.
yeah.
But
Um,
I'm gonna start working on scripts a little bit longer. So
yeah.
with the reviews, I am going to cut my upload schedule back from once a week to once every 2 weeks.
Ah,
So I'm still yet to announce that on my actual channel. So those of you that are watching before that announcement comes out, just I haven't stopped uploading. I'm still uploading. I'm just pushing it back a little bit. And I just
mm,
remembered I still need to upload video that I did with Blank with Halo Reach's campaign. It's just the first mission that we did.
yeah.
God, that was a nightmare. He decided to do a lasso playthrough of it, so
Ah,
legendary difficulty all skulls on.
oh
So
god.
that was a fucking nightmare.
I can imagine.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Like, if you want to play Legendary in Halo Reach or any Halo game except 2, do not play Halo 2 on Legendary, you will want to jump off the nearest fucking cliff. I shit you not.
Oh
The
god.
fucking jackal snipers, man. Jesus.
Oh my
Like,
god.
what the fuck? Before you even see them, you are dead.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, if you don't see them, they see you. If you see them, they've already seen you.
Hmm.
Anyway, I'm going to
Yeah.
quickly fill up my drink bottle because I'm getting a splitting headache.
Okay.
So I'll be right back. In a couple minutes. So
Yeah.
be right back. Keep them occupied if you can.
Well, I'll probably just split the recording.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
there you go. There you are.
Okay.
Neighbor's dog's going off again. Wonderful. I fucking hate it when it does that.
Yeah.
It does it like every morning. And like when I was still working night shift,
Mm.
um, it would wake me up every single morning that I was supposed to be going in. So I've deliberately messed up my body clock in order to actually work.
Yeah.
So um yeah, I ended up staying up like an entire 24 hours and
Mm.
I just slept for an entire day right up until the moment that I had to leave. So I essentially like this was all through winter. I chucked the aircon on all through
Yeah.
winter, had it turned all the way up,
Mhm.
and I slept in my work clothes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like I was just that sick of waking up and then just not being able to stand upright properly
yeah.
all throughout my shift.
Jesus. Yeah. How
Don't
you
you just
going
hate
on?
it when you hmm?
How you going on finding that new job, by the way?
Well, I am still yet to receive a phone call or an email or whatever from um one of the employers that
Yeah.
I have dropped my resume into.
Yeah.
But they are looking for employees, which is good.
Yeah.
I am still yet to. Okay, so there's a fish and chip shop down the road. You know where
Yeah.
Gumvale is?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fish and chip shop that I dropped my resume into.
Mhm.
Um, but they're looking for people that already have experience in that field.
Yeah.
And I also dropped my resume off at the tobacconist that's
Oh, yeah.
next to the servo. Um, and tomorrow I'm going to be dropping in my, actually, what's the time now? In about, okay, hang on. I got to do maths real quick. I get paid at about 1:30 in the morning, tomorrow morning. It is currently 9-ish. Yeah, I won't be able to do math.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, there we go. So I have to essentially stay awake for four
Yeah.
and a half hours in order to get something to eat,
Mhm.
maybe a drink, um, and resupply on cigarettes,
Mhm.
and drop my resume in,
Oh,
hopefully,
yeah.
if I remember it, which I
Yeah.
will. I will be remembering it.
Yeah.
So
Um.
yeah,
Yeah. When I applied for my job, I think it took like almost a month after I put my resume in to get a response, and then almost a month after that to get the interview. Then I think almost 2 months after that to actually know that I got the job.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Where are you working now?
Macca's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you telling us about that, yeah.
Yeah.
But that like that's what I don't get with a lot of workplaces. They wait until you've given up hope
Yeah.
and it's like you're just ready to give up on life because you can't find a job. And they finally get back to you as you start giving up and you're just like,
Yeah. I was literally
are you fucking serious?
I was literally just about to put more resumes into other places.
Yeah.
As I received the email like, oh yeah, you got an interview. And I'm like, oh nice.
Well, that's nice to know, like 2.5 months after I put it in.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it. It's not too bad. Like it
Getting free
pays
food?
very rarely.
Yeah.
Um, but it's discounted, and I I work. I don't
So it fucking
like.
should be discounted. You're working there.
Yeah,
Minimum wage?
yeah, like minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the job that Kat and I, well both, well yeah, both Kat and I
yeah.
were going to go for, but Kat ended up getting it.
Ah,
I didn't even go for it because I didn't really like I didn't want to take it from Kat.
yeah.
Um, she ended up getting it, and it is like 30 or $40 an hour.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is
So $10 more than what we were getting from the Great Jewel of India.
yeah, and 15 bucks, twice my wage.
Yeah.
Twice what I get paid. Oh,
Wait, how much are you getting paid?
15 bucks minimum wage.
I thought it was 20.
For 21-year-olds. It's $21 for 21-year-olds.
Ah, gotcha.
And it goes up by $2 a year, I think.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. And like, both Kat and I are 18, and she's getting something that, what, a 30-year-old will get?
Yeah, like damn.
God
Like
fucking damn!
however, the hospitality industry is a bitch. And
Oh,
does
yeah.
she work out front or in the kitchen?
We were both kitchen hands at that place.
Ah, okay. Do you know what
Yeah.
she's doing now?
She is. I think she's. I think. Um, it's something to do with working with people. So she needs her blue
Ah, okay.
card.
Ah,
That's the
okay.
sort of work. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably why.
Mm.
Yeah, that's probably why it pays so much more. Um, yeah. I've got 18 hours worth of work this week. The most I've
Well,
ever
you
had.
got more than what I was getting.
Yeah.
I would get like an hour and a half because I had to
Ah.
leave work early for the bus.
Ah, yeah. Well, I've got my Thursday shift, which is a decent hour, 9 till 12, give or take. But
Oh
then
yeah.
Friday night, Saturday night, like 10 o'clock till 6 in the morning.
Oh Jesus Christ.
One of the downsides of being 18 and working at Macca's, you got to do the
Yeah.
overnights.
Oh yeah. Because it like the but all the older ones don't want the fucking night shift.
No, no one wants the night shifts. But
No one wants graveyard shift, man.
when
I
you
mean,
get
I personally wouldn't mind it
yeah,
because
it's
you
yeah,
there's fuck all people.
yeah. However, okay, it's better. In my opinion, it's better than like 11 till 2 shifts. The like 10 till 6 shift is so much better than the 11 till 2
Mm,
because you're up the whole time. You don't need to worry about going back to sleep until the morning, and
yeah,
then you've got a lot less to worry about.
definitely.
However, we are severely understaffed on overnight. Even at night, we
Well,
are understaffed.
I may be planning on moving down to Bendigo
Oh,
with
nice.
my grandparents and my dad.
Yeah,
So, if if I end up going over to Melbourne,
yeah,
I may end up applying there. If it's a massive
massive
if.
if, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just because like like right now I'm taking anything that I can get. If it's
yeah,
hospitality, I know that I won't last particularly long there.
mm,
Um, but aside from that,
yeah,
I will like I try to work as hard as I can,
yeah,
but being both like because okay, let me explain something a little bit about
mm-hmm,
my struggles with anorexia and other mental health stuff. I find it very difficult to get it out of well, to get out of bed, not just because of the anorexia and feeling weak all the time, but just through depression, anxiety,
yeah.
all that. So when and like you know what really pisses me off about all that? The
What?
fact that people that don't go through it say that you're an attention seeking cunt bag. You won't actually go over the edge. You probably know what I'm insinuating there.
Yeah,
Uh, and yeah, like just a bunch of other fucking shit. And then when they finally fucking do it, the people that were saying that are just like, okay,
yeah,
I feel like shit now. And then they end up in a depressive cycle. So
yeah,
it's like it's a catch-22 with it because when I was really struggling and I ended up fucking doing it all to my arm and my
yeah,
shoulder, I had some people supporting me, and others were just absolute cunts.
mm,
And I ended up dropping them. I'm just like, motherfucker,
yeah,
you talk shit again, I'm gonna break your fucking nose. One of them I did. And even back then, I was anorexic. I'm not as skinny as I was now because it was back when I was still swimming.
yeah,
So I still had a bit of bulk on me.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was kind of surprising because I didn't expect to hit him that hard.
Well, that was.
But
Oh, was that why you got kicked out of TAFE or something?
no,
No,
no, that was a different
that was
reason.
a different. That was
No,
a different
that was back at
punching Sonic.
Pimlico. That was back when I was at Pimlico, dude.
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
But yeah, that was honestly like the teacher saw it happen and they heard them. He walks over and he's like, "See, I would get up you right now, but I don't like him either." And he's kind of had it coming for like a good month now because I've seen your spiral.
Mm,
And so I'm just going to take you up to the office and I'm going to say something completely different. They ended up finding out why I was actually up there, and the teacher didn't get sacked, but they were suspended from teaching for a little bit. But that
Yeah.
teacher was an absolute fucking mad lad because he had depression too.
Yeah.
Like, because he knows what it's like. So many people that see it happen and they have it too, they're just like, see, I would do something about it, but I can't because I am just like them,
Yeah.
which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. It's yeah. Mental health is fucky, to say the least.
That has got to be like the understatement of the year, dude.
Yeah.
um, but like as we've always said, whenever we talk about mental health, as we always say, there are helplines, there are
Mm.
help sites, there are forums. Please stay clear of the ones that glorify it because you don't want that at all. And if your friends are giving you a hard time over it, just get rid of them. And if they keep coming back, don't do what I did, but do something a little less extreme.
Mm.
Don't break their nose. Maybe dislocate a shoulder.
I mean,
That's like
preferably
that. Yeah,
neither.
preferably don't do any of that sort of stuff. But if it comes to it, then yeah, I can't be held accountable because it is your choice, not mine. Yes, I like it's all a joke right now, but
Yeah.
with the whole support thing, that is not a joke. The breaking nose and dislocating joints, that was a joke.
Yeah.
So YouTube, please do not demonetize us.
I mean, are we
No,
even
we
getting
aren't even
monetized?
monetized. Yeah, we aren't even monetized yet.
Don't strike us.
Yeah, please
That'd be
don't
worse.
strike.
Um,
Yes.
but yeah, if you do if you do work at Macca's, I recommend it because it's good casual work. It's not too
Oh,
difficult,
definitely.
and you essentially choose which hours you work.
Mm.
Like,
And
yeah,
that's what I like about casual is the fact that you can tell your employer when you're available and when
yeah,
you're not available.
yeah,
Unfortunately, with the place that Kat and I were working at, our employer wasn't like, 'cause there was a language barrier, and I'm not saying that anyone that has a language barrier is like this,
yeah.
um,
Just this specific
but there
person
are
isn't like
some
it.
of them. Yeah, there are specific types of people that just probably shouldn't be running a business and hiring high school age children into their workforce, especially if they have a language barrier.
Yeah,
Um, like, hey, everyone has a language barrier to some degree. Whether that be like picking up on body language or anything like that. Um, but like when it's like verbal language
yeah,
and you have a language barrier, please, for the love of God, learn the language that you need to speak properly before you actually start hiring those like people that speak fluently in that particular
yeah.
language because it just becomes an absolute shit show. And I'm
Mm,
not ragging on anyone, I'm just putting it out there because I don't want that happening to anyone else.
yeah,
So, yeah, it's very fucky when it comes to that sort of thing.
yeah. And Macca's is also good because you'll have multiple managers. Like I've got, I think I don't even know how many, but there are a lot of good ones. There are also some bad ones. Um, but everyone's
Yeah,
generally really nice, and yeah, and even the ones that aren't too bad. Like
I
like
just got
they're
a Steam message, I
yeah.
think. What the fuck?
But
Thank
yeah,
God you're recording.
yeah. But
No,
yeah.
never
Hmm?
mind. That was an Xbox message.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was someone else that I have on Steam.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, if you want, if you need it, get a job at Macca's. It doesn't pay the greatest, but it pays you well enough
Yeah,
for the most unskilled labor you could ever do.
yeah, definitely.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it if you don't have anything else, any other jobs at the moment. But always apply for more stuff first.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Um.
Like that's why I went to the fish and chip shop and to the tobacconist
Yeah.
because I know that they'll most likely hire me before they do.
Yeah.
Because they've got that many people that want to come in. Like it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like you might not actually know like people watching, you might not actually know, but uh, like especially if you're younger than us, uh, there are like whenever you're applying for a job, you have to keep in mind that if you don't get the job, it's not because of the employer, so do not blame
Yeah.
them. Rather blame I
Don't blame
shouldn't say
anyone.
yeah, don't blame yourself,
It's
don't
not.
blame anyone because it's it's just because someone else had a better resume than you
Yeah.
did.
Or the employer thought there was someone else more suited.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, like how when I was getting uh like my job, when I went into the interview, like it was split 50-50 girls guys, and none of the girls that I saw that those the day um have gotten hired.
Really?
Yeah, I or one or two.
Okay.
But it's mainly because they were looking for kitchen staff, and generally, what girl wants to work with fucking greasy burgers? What 16-year-old girl wants to be working with burgers for 6 hours a day?
True.
Yeah,
Like even though like I am a dude, but
yeah.
even I wouldn't fucking do
Oh
that.
yeah, no. It's you
I
get shit
I
everywhere.
would I don't mind I don't mind touching it.
Yeah,
It's just it's when it gets to a point.
yeah. Like when you, I've started doing the grill close, so I clean the grills.
Mm.
It's fucking disgusting. Like,
Yeah, it would be
yeah,
because you got fucking grease leaking off the actual food that's being cooked.
yeah. Uh, so essentially, we have two sets of three grills. So we have six grills in total, but they're split into two units. And
Mm.
so I need to scrape all the like as much of the shit off like that's burnt onto it as I can before I do anything. Otherwise, it's just gonna make it 10 times harder to clean. And
Oh yeah, definitely.
sometimes, if it hasn't been scraped for hours, it's like it's it's not extremely thick. It's just like a film of just burnt meat. Um,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Oh fuck. Speaking of that, it'd be even worse at Hungry Jack's having flame grilled shit
Mm.
because it's on an it's pretty much on an open fucking flame
Yeah.
and it is being grilled on that open flame and you're just like
Oh. Yeah.
ah.
For like 3 hours, 4 hours straight, I'm sitting in front of like 150 degree, probably hotter, grills for like pretty much 3 hours straight.
Fuck
It's,
that.
I think the first night that I did it, it was a cold night. So as soon as I finished, I immediately got all my shit, went outside, and it was so nice. And then I went inside, ordered a hot chocolate because my outsides were hot as heck, but my insides were cold as hell. So I got the hot chocolate, got outside, and just sat there drinking hot chocolate. And one of my workmates came out and he was like, "Come back inside, it's cold." And I'm like, "Yeah, I hope it is." I've been standing in front of those grills, cleaning them for like 2 hours. Leave me be. Um,
Wonderful.
yeah. So hopefully, I on
So
Friday.
I got a message from Kat. She
Oh
won't
yeah,
be able to come on for the rest of the episode
yeah, that's all good.
because her phone's only at 13%.
Yeah, that's
How
all
long
good.
have we been going for now?
About an hour.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, so the first 20 minutes just drags on, and then the
yeah,
next 40 just flies.
yeah.
Like when we
Um,
talk about shit that we're actually interested in, like
mm,
games, it feels like it goes really fast,
but it doesn't.
but it's only been
We
20
blitz through
minutes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I've worked. I'm one of the least experienced at my whole store. I've only been
Mm.
working there like I don't even think 3 months. A bit over 3 months
Oh,
now actually.
wonderful.
And on Friday night, the guy who was supposed to do grill close didn't come in, and I was on
Oh.
overnight, and I can't really like do the grill close because
Mm.
overnight there's a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
Um,
You gotta clean up,
I've got to
fucking
wash all the
get,
shit. I've got to clean all
yeah.
the floors.
Yeah, you gotta get
It's
the fucking restaurant ready for the next day.
Yeah. And we're a 24-hour store, so we get orders all the time.
Yeah.
So in between like orders, I get to clean stuff. Orders
Oh
are my
yeah.
breaks. Um, but yeah. So yeah, last Friday, the guy who was supposed to do grill close didn't come in.
Oh, wonderful.
And I knew a guy there. He was the guy who trained me originally,
Mm.
and he's like, "Oh, I'll do grill close," and I'm like, "Do you know how to do grill close?" And he's like, "Nope, you'll teach me." I'm like, "Sure." So I trained the guy who trained me.
The trainee becomes the trainer.
Yeah, I trained him
Inception, reception.
on something that I've done like twice, 3 times. Like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, he did like it's not hard. It's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to remember, and if he did
Oh
pretty
yeah.
well.
And
Um,
considering my current state of mind, I would not be able to do that.
oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm just forgetting everything.
Oh, believe me. We have this new burger, the Wagyu burger.
I think
Um,
hasn't that been around for a while, or is it,
like a
or
week.
like
No, not even a week. 3 days, 4 or 5
really?
days. Yeah, Thursday last week it came out.
I think I might be thinking of the beef wagyu from. Oh wait a
You
minute,
might be
I'm
thinking of
thinking Hungry
you're
Jacks.
thinking of Hungry Jacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, they're just so similar to me. I
yeah,
don't
they
know
are.
why.
Yeah, I think we get all the staff. We all get told that new stuff's coming in about a week or a few days before it does come in,
Hmm.
so we can prepare for it. Um, and as soon as I saw the message, I was like, fuck, another new thing to remember. Like I already don't. I've already forgotten how to do some of the wraps properly.
Oh
I
no.
don't know. I don't know how to do the brekkie stuff a lot because I don't really work a lot of
If I
brekkie
ever
shifts.
forget how to do the wraps, I always just do it how I normally do it,
Yeah.
which is you fold in the side. Oh, sorry, you fold in where you want the bottom to be, and then you fold in the sides.
No, no, no. I'm talking about all the shit in the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We have two types of every wrap: grilled and crispy chicken. The snack
Oh,
wrap is literally just chicken, lettuce, and mayo. Like that's pretty simple. And
yeah.
then there's the aioli wrap, the Caesar wrap, and fuck, there's one more wrap, but it never comes up. Oh, I don't even know what it is, let alone. Oh fuck. Oh, it's right
See,
there.
normally it's you letting something new off me,
Yeah,
but now I'm learning something new off you.
yeah. I think then there's also the salads. I don't know how to do the salads.
Fuck doing
But they're pretty
salads.
easy, I think. Yeah.
Fuck the
Um,
salads. Well, I
mm,
probably should have mentioned this before you started recording.
yeah.
Have you made sure that the audio has been mixed properly beforehand?
No.
Like the levels and shit? You might
It's
want to
just how
do
I
that.
normally do stuff, so it should be okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Should be.
Should be. It should be bearable. But yeah.
Well, that like the last episode, I because I do stream quite a bit. Um, I have like through OBS, I have my game set really low,
Yeah.
and because that goes through the desktop audio, it also affects Discord.
Yeah. You can
I
set
know that I can
it.
separate tracks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I can do that. I just
Yeah.
haven't been bothered to do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I forgot to do that, and
Yeah.
so I had to artificially raise Cat and Zach up, and I ended up being really loud.
Ah,
So I'm just sitting here, like I was just sitting here in front of my PC like I am now, looking at my editing software. I'm like, how am I gonna do this?
yeah.
And I'm just like, God fucking damn it, I need to fix this. And so I have fixed it, but like I said, PC's on the fritz right now,
Yeah.
so I'm unable to record properly without it. Well, I think the output will look fine. It's just like what I see that through the software, which is very laggy at the moment. So I'm gonna have to look through a bunch of programs, and in fact, I'm gonna do a virus scan after we end this off.
Yeah.
So I think, speaking of which, you said we've been going for roughly an hour.
Yeah. Bit over an hour now.
Yeah, so I reckon that might be the first hour episode in what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I reckon this might be a good time to end it then.
Yeah.
So, any closing words you want to do, Luke? In fact, you know what? You can do the outro this time. You're the one
Uh,
recording. If you
nah.
want to do the outro.
I'm good.
Alright.
You can do it.
Well, thank you all for watching slash listening. I don't even know if this. I think because of the current plan that we have with Buzzsprout, which is the hosting provider that we are using, they delete the episodes after a certain amount of time. So I don't think
Ah.
we're going to be doing Spotify episodes anytime soon. And in fact, I think I might have lost a few of them.
Ah.
So I think we're gonna have to drop the Spotify thing, but that does not mean that we can't like cut up each individual episode into little shorts and just post them up onto that. Who knows?
Mhm.
But we're gonna have to wait until all the episodes expire before we do that, just
Yeah.
to save on the confusion. So unfortunately, if if you also listen to us on Spotify, it's gonna be a couple months. I think it's
Yeah.
90 days, I think.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be a while before we go back onto Spotify. But yeah, don't worry, we are going to be putting this back up onto Spotify once each. Actually, you know what? I think we can. You know what? I might
We'll decide
actually
later.
just go and delete them. Yeah, I'll delete them later. But I'm gonna be just lying on my bed because my back is killing me because this
Yeah.
fucking chair is shit, which is another reason why I just want to end this off. So, with all that said, have a good one.
Yeah.
Take care of your children if you have any.
Yeah. Definitely.
And don't forget to take the car out for a walk.
God damn it.